Hey everyone, and welcome to another week of Lost Resort. This is a streaming show coming at you live every Thursday. This week I have legend, you god of the Wu-Tang Clan, as well as his producer host, Meashel. You god is a member of the legendary Wu-Tang Clan, as I said, and is now the host of a new podcast called Raw alongside Meashel. So I'd like to welcome them on.
Hey, hey,
Yes.
hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello. Yes.
So
Finally.
I know this has just been on and off for the last 30 minutes. It's funny because
Yeah.
I came in and I had just run like 3 flights of stairs, just out of breath, and I'm all sweaty now, and it's like 100 degrees in LA.
Smoke
I'm a
weed.
mess.
Smoke
Forgive
weed.
me.
Smoke weed.
Me?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Smoke
I get
marijuana?
migraines, so actually I do some of that.
Oh, I'm just
I think this
asking.
is the first time I've ever publicly said that, by the way. You just got it out of me.
Oh, you a vapor? Or you vape ski? You vape ski, or you still raw minerals?
I don't do like flower herb anymore. It's not like throat thing.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm not a smoker, so I don't know what you guys are talking about.
You protect your
should've-
acid. You don't protect your acid. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to protect yourself from the smoke. That's what you're doing. So,
I mean, I don't smoke a lot. I'll say that. I usually just smoke when I get a migraine.
wow.
It's not the same. Like when I was a kid, I felt like I used to smoke all day and just be like, this is fine. I used to smoke weed. Okay, this is a story me and my friends used to do in high school. We used to smoke weed and then watch our closet doors. So, like, you have a sliding closet, it'll be kind of like this, right?
Yeah.
We used to just stare at the closet door and just watch it because it seemed like it was opening and closing. And that's what we used to do. We're like 15. But I don't recommend like all 15-year-olds to do that. But just saying that's what I
Those
did.
are the beginning stages of marijuana smoke.
Yeah, when everything is fun, but that's kind of the best part, like
Yeah.
everything is fun. Another thing we used to do is watch cartoons, so we'd have cartoons on mute, and then we play like some rap, like maybe the radio, like Power here in LA, and we'd just watch the cartoons, and it would look like they're rapping, and I thought that was pretty fun. I would still probably do that today, but
Sounds fun.
given the opportunity. So how have you both been during this whole coronavirus? I know it's like a very vague
Yeah, me-
question and it deserves a vague answer, but you guys been
I mean,
good? Has it been weird?
I'm okay, honestly, because I'm usually so busy on the go anyway for work.
Mhm.
So me having to stay home and just chill by the TV and kind of just relax my mind, I feel like it was needed for me at least. So I had no complaints during this time. I actually enjoyed it and I'm still enjoying it. I'm hoping that we don't have to go back to work for the rest of this year until next year. So that's just how I've been feeling. I'm happy about it.
Okay. How about you?
Well, shit. This is some bullshit here. This fucking Paul. I am very raunchy when I talk, so remind me. I have no
Oh, it's
filter.
okay.
I have a potty mouth. My mother says all the time. You got a potty mouth, Lamont. Shut up. But COVID. This is some bullshit. This the 2020 sucks. This year is the suckiest year ever on the planet Earth, as far as my existence. And yeah, this is gonna go down as terrible. But do the drama. The good. Let me look at the good side though.
Mhm.
More focus on things that I gotta do. I've been writing a lot. Got some new songs. Been doing some new music, doing some new songs, and working on some new things and new ideas. Been popping out. I got rid of my girlfriend, so I'm doing a COVID bid all by myself. I tell motherfuckers that.
Ooh, that's a tough time.
Yeah, it's like I'm.
I mean, I guess it's worse, right? If you were still with her and then you were stuck with her during coronavirus, it would be way worse.
It's like shit got magnified. That's what happened. It just you together. COVID just magnified the persona and the character came out. It was like, oh fuck no.
Why? Because you were like stuck in the house all
Yeah,
day,
yeah,
every day with her, and
yeah.
it was just like, oh, you are like, I
Yeah,
don't like
you're
your personality.
You're just you're batshit fucking crazy. Okay.
Did you guys split? So you guys split during the quarantine?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's gonna break up a lot of. It's gonna test every relationship out there,
Yeah, but
and in
yeah.
friendships too. You're seeing sides of your friends you never seen before either.
Yeah, but I chopped a lot of friends off. Dealing with music and success and all this other crazy stuff we had going on with this music stuff. So I had to chop a lot of dead meat off. But this it's just been a crazy time, man. How's it going on your side over there?
I've been doing this for 23 weeks and I have
No, you've
never
been talking.
I've never seen.
You got the scratch board, 23rd, 27th week. All right,
I
that's what you
mean,
do.
I actually lost track, but someone brought up that fact that the last week was 22nd. So I was like, oh shit, it's been 23 weeks. But, for me, I never envisioned myself ever pivoting into stream world. I never thought I would be like a podcaster, YouTube, this kind of environment was not a place I saw myself. I thought of myself as, yeah, I make music, I'm a Grammy nominated artist, I go on tour. That's what I do. And I almost thought that, this kind of world was a little beneath me, and a lot of people have that. There is an ego where, oh, you like streaming is for like really young folks or just people that can't do it in the real world. But I realize now that that was kind of a very judgmental way to kind of look at this industry and this world. And,
There's no world beneath. First of all, there's no world beneath you. Don't even get caught up in that. Don't let them put that roof over your head. Everything you're doing is perpetuating your brand, is bringing it up. It doesn't matter, sweet. You know what I mean? Don't do it.
100%. So, I mean, that's a lot of ego speaking, right? Because you're like, this is what I do. I do, festivals and, you wonder at what point that you pivot and it's like, oh, is this okay for me to do? Will people still respect me if I do something like this? So obviously I've been doing it for so many weeks now that I've grown to enjoy this. I've been able to talk to tons of artists and musicians and hear their struggles during this difficult time because everyone's dealing with it differently, Some people are thriving. Some people are having a hard time. Some people are having issues with the lack of inspiration because they don't travel. Maybe sometimes traveling and touring is a source of inspiration for people. And it's a good way for me to kind of find almost a sense of therapy, but also to kind of provide that insight to the people I talk to because some people just don't know what to do. Like, should I put out music? That's a big conversation people are having right now. Yeah. So I've grown to really enjoy having this program, and also the fact that we get to eat during it is probably the best part. So other than talking to the guests, but and I know for now, like, okay, so there was over 50 Wu-Tang shows last year, and now there won't be any, and there haven't been any. So what are your thoughts about that? Like,
well, I'm sorry. That's a huge adjustment for us because we always out there, and it's kind of making you respect your fans more, respect your environment more. You have a newfound respect for certain things that once was there, now they're gone, and it's a good thing because I felt like Americans is getting kind of suckery anyway, getting real soft and pillowcasey and all that anyway. You know what I'm saying? So we was getting, it's just what it is, man. So I guess this is God's way of saying, wake up, motherfuckers. Y'all spoiled, man. Y'all spoiled, and shake y'all up a little bit. Let y'all understand this is life, man. Enjoy this shit. Live it.
Everyone is so shook right now, by the way. Yeah, like, what are you going to do? No one knows.
Nobody. That's why I be bugging on people so much this racism shit. Everybody's shook now. I don't give a fuck, black, white. I don't care what color you are. Every household is rocky right now. Like, the vibrations is on tilt. And you don't know what's going to happen, and that's the fear factor because the unknown is fearful right now.
100%.
Like we're gonna go back to normal, or fear of like what is gonna happen next. Like, is this life as we know it forever now? Like, it's
exactly.
It's so different, and it is scary to think about. But like, kind of like what you God was saying, like I believe that too firmly. That God was just like, world, wake up. Like, he put coronavirus in the middle of a year that's supposed to be like double vision, 2020. So it was like, I think it was just a time for us to just wake up and see what's really going on, in the world, and, cherish people around us. Because I think a lot of times that people found in quarantine that they had to spend a lot of time with their family. And I know for me, like, I never get a chance to really spend a lot of time with my family. So I did. So that's like one thing that I feel like God was like, wake up and spend time with your family during this time. Because who knows what's going to happen tomorrow now that, coronavirus is crazy, then the racism stuff is getting out of hand. So yeah.
I mean, it's an interesting thing, right? Because coronavirus is a disease. It's an epidemic or a pandemic we're dealing with worldwide, and it shouldn't really be a partisan issue for the most part. It's like, if anything, this should be the most like non-racial thing ever because it's going for everyone, you know. But that compounded with then the kind of political climate and then the racial stuff, then suddenly something that should be a medical scientific issue has now. Sorry, that's the cat. Cat butt. Okay, there.
That was on the screen.
You said political issue. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, you know, we have a moment to really come together and make it not to politicize this illness. But, you know, obviously everyone has different takes on it. Maybe it is political, you know. I'm always open to hearing everyone's perspective, and I want to understand the people I don't, you know. It's really easy to judge people in this climate as well and just be like, you're wrong and I'm right, but it's kind of more than that. So
I don't judge people. I snap on people though. You know, I'm like, you know, I don't like, you did this, motherfucker, did that. No, I'm like, your breath stink, motherfucker. You know that? Your feet.
You should always be.
I snap on people, but I don't judge them. You know, I don't be like, you know, I'm not into judgy shit, but I am definitely a funny motherfucker though.
Yeah, you should call people out on bullshit, you know? It's like, if you're going to judge someone, just say something, you know? Like, if you have a way to educate people around you, you have an opportunity to tell them, you know?
Like I'm going to give you one of my sayings, though, I definitely got is like, I don't trust broke motherfuckers, and I don't trust rich motherfuckers.
Why not?
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, it's a really specific thing. What's the reasoning behind it?
Right in the middle, baby.
What's wrong with broken rich people?
You can't trust broke motherfuckers because they try to kill you. They try to stick you up if you got some fucking money. And rich motherfuckers always trying to take your shit too. So it's like, it's like, you sons of bitches.
But then that's the thing is like, how broke is broke and how rich is rich, right?
Ooh, good question. That is a good question.
All right, I say that level is that level right there. You don't fuck, you know, broke is broke. I'm sorry to tell you. You know,
because like you could be broke, like you could be broke, but not really broke. You know, you can act broke. You can act broke, like you're living like cheap, like, you know, you're being frugal.
You're like shady. You never like pay for a meal. You always have your homies cover you, but you actually have some loot in the bank. You know?
Yeah, like you could be broke.
All of that and above. That covers that. It covers that right there. Broke and rich. I don't trust broke motherfuckers. I don't trust rich motherfuckers. All of them, sons of bitches. Let me stop.
I like that though. That's something I'm gonna carry with me in my like little Wu-Tang Bible. I actually want to play this first song that you had picked. So it's "Laid on Me" by Heatwave, and this song was released in 1976.
Oh, you know about that? What you know about that? You don't know about that.
I don't know anything. I'm just existing.
Yeah. Ooh. That up a little bit. This is my COVID playlist. This is what I've been listening to when I was in COVID. And I'm just sitting home. I got my pen going. Make my shirt is blowy.
This is like to sit on your patio.
Yo, is it hot over there? What's the weather like in? You guys are in New York, right?
It was cooking. It was cooking. It was cooking.
It was like we were hitting like 90s. Humidity made it like over 100 degrees, but now we're sitting at like 70s, 80s. It's cooler now. It's so much better.
It's so hot in LA. They're doing rolling blackouts. So I like lost my electricity for like a few hours yesterday.
What is rolling blackout? What's that?
It's when the state or the people are pushing the like electrical system so hard that they actually have to just roll out electricity blackouts in certain neighborhoods.
The grid shut.
That's a thing that they do out here. Like even growing up in LA, that was a really common thing.
So they shut down a whole block, and certain block are not open to they just shut down blocks. Like traffic lights is out, everything is out in certain blocks.
Everything.
Wow.
So the other day I was driving home, and then one part of the neighborhood was all blacked out, and then I was like, okay, so my friend hit me up and she's like, you know, is your power out? And I was like, no, mine's still good. She lives like a few blocks away. Then yesterday my power went out, but she had power, and I'm sure they're rolling it around all throughout LA and throughout California because people got their AC on and they're overworking the system.
Wow. Are you like
Yeah.
near the fires or anything that's going on?
Not that close. Like I'm in LA proper. There's nothing to burn. I mean, you can burn a house or an apartment complex, but there's not like trees. There's no trees here. Not a lot to burn.
That's good.
Yeah, but New York, typical New York summertime is scorching hot, humid. It's like you're walking in mud, but the mud ain't on you. It's on. It's weird. I can't explain New York heat. New York heat is just like suffocating heat. You know?
Yeah, it's like stale, right? I think it's like the buildings and it's humid and it doesn't have anywhere to go.
There's no wind to like a breeze to kind of, you know, it's just horrible. Like I hate summers here. Everyone's always like, the New York summer is the best summer, and I'm like,
it has its moments. It has its moments. You know, it has its time and moments where, you know.
But New York has that ability for you guys to step outside, right? Because like right outside of New York, it's like kind of nice. Like if you guys wanted to like drive out.
Yeah, you know, it has, like I said, like Midtown. Woo, forget about it. Who wants to be out there? The exhaust, the cars. You know,
people.
One thing about the COVID though. It did shut down all the traffic though. I mean, you ain't see now one person on the street. Last time I seen like that was Hurricane, Sandy, when the whole city was shut down. It was like apocalypse hit. Cars was in the middle of the streets and it was stuck, and it was like tumbleweeds was blowing. It was like the first time you ever saw the whole city like no one outside. Which
That's
was like
so crazy.
Like an incredible moment for being, I'm from New York. You always see somebody. I don't care, New York is always open 24 hours a day. And to see it just shut down completely, it's crazy. It's like,
that's wild.
What just fucking happened?
Because it's so hectic out there and loud and cars honking and
24 hours.
People on the street.
Hours. Yeah. You can come up, you can walk, you can like look out the window, 4:00 in the morning, look on the highway, there's cars moving all the time. People are always outside. And to wake up and they'll see no one.
But yo, you love it, right? Because you guys stay there. It's not like you guys are. Would you guys move somewhere else?
I love New York. I ain't go front.
Yeah, see, I love it.
It's a pisser, but it just gives you this edge though that when I go to other places, people have to tell me to slow down. I'm like, no, y'all need to catch up.
I'm not from here, so it's different for me. I'm actually born and raised in Maryland, 10 minutes outside of DC. So I'm used to the slow life, and I'm used to people being nice. So when I first moved here about 7 years ago, it was not nice. Like I would like I'm used to people like walking down the street, I wave at someone. Here it's just like, why are you looking at me? And I'm like, oh my God. So I can definitely see myself somewhere else, just because I'm not from here.
You know what the funny thing about that is? When you go down south, right? People are so spread out. They love when you see people, right?
That's true.
So spread out. Oh, I want to talk to people. You know what I mean? Your old ladies come up on you. Oh, I want to talk. You have to start conversation with them. New York people, everybody's piled up on top of each other. Get the fuck away from me. The fuck you looking at? Pulling over, like road rage. That's what happens when you live in the city. Everybody wants you want to get away from me. The country.
New York people don't have time in New York. You don't waste anyone's time in New York. It's just like you live in the moment. People in New York also walk really fast. That's the one thing. If I'm walking around with homies from New York, I just can't. I can't.
Yeah, we do walk fast.
I've been here for 7 years and I still haven't caught the pace of walking. Like when I walk with my friends that are from here, like, cause on top of that, I'm short, so I have little legs. So it's like my little legs are taking like 10 extra steps as compared to someone that's taller than me. So I'm like, slow down. Like I don't walk this fast.
But that's how it is. I had to learn to slow down a little bit. Like, my man was like, yo, man, chill, man. You gotta get your swagger, man. I gotta make this meeting. I gotta get over there uptown. I gotta go to the Rose Museum. I'm over here. I'm trying to.
And New Yorkers are the most like straightforward and I like that because it's like you communicate with no bullshit. There's no like talking around. They're just like, I just don't like you, or I feel this way. It's really straightforward and it's not sugar coated. But sometimes I appreciate that.
You think that's a
sometimes
thing? You think that's a New York thing?
I don't know. Maybe is it a Jersey thing? I think some of the friends I have in New York, they're like, they don't talk around things. They're a lot more direct. But I think it's just like a time thing. They're just like, I don't have time. This is how I feel about blank. Do you think it's different?
We got a serious grid. Our grid is different up here. We got a high electrical grid that energizes us and it's constantly Yeah, I think that takes effect on your body and your mind and your soul. A lot of people don't notice that until, like I said, I noticed it because I travel a lot. When I go to different spots, I notice that the electrical current on people's a little more docile as you get further away from the East Coast. It's a little more not slow, but it's more down a little bit. You come to New York, you're up there, constant. You know what I mean? It's just being bombarded by electrons and neutrons and all type of trons and protons and neutrons is all up on you. So,
Actually, okay, this is great. So speaking of Tron and things like that, Wu-Tang has always had this really close connection with movie culture, and really curious, like, what has it been like to see your story told through both like TVs and documentary in the past 2 years? I know you guys have things that are you guys are working on and things that have come out and tons of documentaries. So,
well, sometimes it gets upsetting because you got to tell the same story over and over and over and over again, and the redundance of it kind of pisses you off as an artist. Because as an artist, you might have done shed that skin 25 years ago, but people always want you to wear that same skin. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only problem I have with it. I mean, I want some new, like right now, this is a new situation for me. This is a new, like you said, streaming and podcasts and all that stuff. This is all new. I like new stuff. I like new sneakers. I like new pussy. I like new titties. I like new every fucking goddamn thing. So it is what it is.
New is the next generation. I mean, I understand that too, because as an artist, you never want to be pigeonholed for one era. Like you in like 93 is not going to be you in 2020,
Some people are still stuck. You believe in that? Some people mentally don't develop. I'm hoping did I achieve that? You just asked me, did I achieve it?
I think you have evolved, and a true artist is constantly evolving. You don't want to be the same person you were then, You have learned, like as a musician or as an artist, you've learned new skills, new perspectives, new life experiences, and all these things will continue to shape you in your art. But it's up to fans and listeners to decide if they want to follow you on that journey. And sometimes they don't want to, but I always figured it's okay. If you want to stay in the past, the music that's there, it'll stay there for you. You can always look to that. It'll be a constant thing that exists. But, the ones that want to join you on your journey as a developing person and personality and artist, those are the ones that are your day ones. They really stick with you and make you feel like you're achieving things that still mean something to people. At least that's my opinion. So everyone's different.
You're right. I get it. But I'm trying. Like I said, I'm not trying to stay the same. I can't.
100%.
Can't be the same.
Yeah.
I've been too much. And if you don't grow and develop, you got to change with shit, man. You got to change with the times.
Yeah, people got to evolve if you want to be in that next jump. You can't stay in the past. But some people are good at that. Some people want to stay in the past and they do the same things. And I feel like there's a place for those people and there's a place for the people that evolve. I really respect people that do evolve because it gives them something else to look forward to. Like if I go and listen to your new album, I know you're going to flip it a little different. It makes me excited because it's going to be something that might blow my mind. It's like eating a new type of food that you're like, wow, this is fire, or you can just keep eating the same hot dog.
Yeah. Or the same fish and niblets, whatever it is. Right? I get it.
So for me, I really respect an artist like you because you choose to do other things as well. But also, you're going to be in this Hulu series, and do you have a lot of input about your character?
Well, I don't know. It's weird when it comes to certain things because you could say one thing, how you wanted to come out. And next thing you see it, like, that's not how I said the shit, motherfucker. I said it this way, and you did some shit this way. So you don't never know. All I can say is I give my input, and hopefully they get it right. But I know that telling our story, our story is just starting to hit the screen. And just like all stories, even the Bohemian Rhapsody, story with Freddie Mercury in them, they didn't really get a classic one until the last one. That story has been told millions and millions of times, though. You know what I'm saying? But the last movie hit him right on the nut. Hit it right on the hammer. Bang! That's the one. And as an artist in the group, That's what we're trying to get. We're trying to get there to get to that one story that that defines us, and people like, yeah, that was the one that told that shit. That was the Ford versus Ferrari joint right there. That shit was that was the hard one, baby. You know what I'm saying? So
Hi.
that's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to do. Get
And
there.
are you guys shooting that right now during all the coronavirus stuff,
No,
or?
can't do nothing until they release sanctions of Hollywood's on lockdown. Everybody money fucked up. Over done fuck everybody money up. Sons of bitches got beat by a little small molecular virus this big. Can't even see this motherfucking shit, man. It's whipping our ass.
It's getting us.
Yeah, tiny little motherfuckers is getting that. We getting ass beat by little motherfuckers.
It shut everything down. Have you guys been hearing about how it's been popping back up in other places? Like
Texas and Florida.
You already knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, or in other countries, the ones that were good. What was it? Like Iceland was pretty good, and New Zealand was good, but all those places, they're surging. I mean, their surging is like 5 people, but they haven't like fully eliminated it. So it's like
our
hard to tell.
Here, like thousands of people are getting it again in different states. As long as New York is okay, we're good. Because when everything first started, New York was like. It was bad. No. So we were the epicenter and no one wants to go to New York. Now New York is like, if you were in any other state, you can't come in or you need to quarantine. So
I got COVID facts. So, soon they said this shit, I had to stack my refrigerator up. I'm like, we're in the bunker. Got into with the broad. I was like, this shit is bullshit. Next I'm stuffing my face with comfort food. Son of a bitch. I got to shrink back down. 2 plates a day, 1 plate a day. It's fucking terrible. They said, that's what we doing. Swelling up and swelling up.
I mean, you look pretty good to me. I mean, for the most part, no one sees me from here down, so no one knows what's going on. So I'm like, just leaving it like this. This is about it. This is my safety measure. Quarantine. No one needs to know
I'm trying
what's
to get
going on.
No, I got everything else good. I'm just working on the gut, man. I was doing so good before this shit hit. I was in the gym. I was in crunches a day. It was up and down. There's pull-up bars and dip bar. He was getting it in. Next thing you know, in the mud.
I mean, I've been saying on the show, if everyone gains like 15 pounds or something, then it's like no one gained anything. Like, well, I mean, we'll set like a number for it, but if everyone gains the same amount of weight, it's like no one gained any weight. Or you could just not care,
Like that. I might want all that weight. I want to be old and thin. I want to be thin and old. I want to be fat and old.
Health first. This is actually a good part for us to bring in the food that we're eating, the stuff that we're working on. I've been trying to eat a little healthy. I know.
I was about to rip. I had to show a little willpower. I was like, damn, I'm about to slam this whole shit before
So for anyone tuning in today that has never seen the show, basically this is a portion of our program where we order takeout, we support our local businesses for the artists that do not live in an area where they can order delivery or choose not to. A lot of them have been cooking at home. So curious what you guys ordered.
Oh, I ordered Thai food.
What is that?
Thai food. Oh,
Thai food. Fire.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Scallion pancake and some teriyaki and some Thai chicken wings.
Fire. So good. Scallion pancakes are real good. I like those things.
I've never heard of them until he bought them. I was like, what is this? It looks really good.
Everybody's is different though. New York is like a thing. You're gonna have me smacking now. Like I hate that smacking sound. When I stabbed my cousin was smacking in my ear when I was young. I hate that fucking. It's like a billy goat. But anyway, New York has massive restaurants, and each and every one of them have a different pancake. It's crazy. You never probably get the same thing over again. But
is that a spot that you like to go to often? The one that you picked up?
No, not really. But I'm a Thai. I ordered Thai food. I was gonna give me a Thai iced tea, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do too heavy.
I love Thai iced teas. Those things they're so good, but I don't know how much sugar's in it, but it's so good. I haven't had it in a while.
It's half and half they put in there. I mean, carnation milk.
Carnation. Wait, is carnation milk like condensed milk? It is, right?
No, carnation milk is different.
It's like the evaporated, the one in the cans,
yeah,
right?
in the can.
Okay, yeah.
Carnation milk and iced tea. That's how you make a Thai iced tea.
Oh wow.
I
Okay,
can't
go
tell
next.
if that's good for you or not, but I used to drink that a bunch as a kid. Have you guys had boba before? Like
Who?
those like boba, those like drinks that have the little tapioca balls in them.
Oh, like bubble tea.
Yeah, bubble tea. Yeah, totally.
I had that before.
Yeah, they're really
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't eaten that.
It's an acquired taste though, because it's kind of slimy on the bottom though.
Oh, the
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't
you
like
gotta be into it. It's not for everyone. It's like chewy and slimy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm smacking
Did
all
you-
the air. Billy Goat. Yeah,
you know, it's actually okay. You guys know about the whole ASMR thing, right? People love that. If I go on my Instagram feed, it's like all these people eating noodles with these camera or these microphones really up close, and they're just making,
making
these,
noise?
like, squishy
Yeah,
sounds.
like the people that do the mukbangs. Like
Yeah,
with the-
mukbangs. Yeah, exactly.
Yo,
Mhm.
can't even take it.
It's just like ramen noodles, like tons of ramen
they
noodles, and they're just
slurp,
like
and it's like-
slurping it up.
You know what's
Yeah.
a funny shit? I will stab one of them sons of bitches.
I
I
actually
can't.
like watching them.
I hate that noise. Oh my gosh, it just drives me fuck weird. Even when I do it to myself, like I'm doing it. Okay, stop. I hear somebody else smacking my ear.
So you got to show them later.
Yeah, they're
Like,
I like watching them, especially the seafood boil ones. And
Yeah.
they dip it in their like seafood dipping sauce, and then they just like eat like crab legs, and they're like slurping all like the. I actually like watching.
I have a thing, I have a thing for it too, but like my man hates it, so I have to like mute it or like watch it in another room. So it's like, you know what, it's okay.
Because
You know, you do you.
It's just so fascinating. It's like you think that it's like why would you want to watch someone eat and like hear them slurp and stuff? But it's like once you watch one video, it's like it's something about it that is so addicting, and you just keep watching different videos from different people, and
I
then
cannot take
it's
that
crazy.
noise.
I think you gotta like, it's like how they're eating things, and they're eating these like giant. Have you seen it when they have those like giant crabs I've never seen before? Like these massive ones with these huge legs.
What's
crabs.
the name of those? Not the king crab. It's,
It's the king crab.
I think so, yeah.
Was it rock crabs?
It's like the king
No,
of
it's
like,
king crab. They're spending like, these people are making loot doing this, so they have like hundreds of thousands of like YouTube followers or whatever, and they get like plates of sushi. They'll eat like king crab or lobsters, but there'll be like 6 lobsters.
Yeah, it's like
It's really
like,
intense.
It's
and
very
you hit me-
intense.
and you got hit it. The whole name of the game is sit there and smack.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yes, so it's usually like a 30-minute to an hour video of them just eating whatever they have, and some people talk to you, some people don't. They just sit there and eat the whole time. But I enjoy it.
I can't do it.
I like how much you know about it too.
I'm fascinated. Like I started watching one video, and I don't even know how I came. I think I was just on YouTube, and it was on my homepage.
Hmm.
And I think because I was probably like Googling a recipe or something, and then that popped up on my homepage, and then I watched the one video, and I just got addicted to it, and never stopped watching it after that.
No, one thing I saw on
weird.
Dime was the ladies that talk soft. On some, you know, see.
Oh, the ASMR where they're whispering.
Oh my goodness, yeah, I was dying of the shit. She was like, take it up slowly and then make it. I mean, what the fuck is she saying? Yo, she was talking bad soft. I was like, yo, and it's mad followers. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
What's the
it's that's also ASMR. So there's like other people that do the eating, smacking ASMR, and then there's the mukbang ASMR where it's like they're eating a lot of food and they're making squishy sounds, and then there's like the whispering ones where they're whispering inside, and it's supposed to give people like goosebumps, and people get really into it.
Mhm.
I was cracking up.
It's a thing.
I-
People
I
really
really-
enjoy it.
I didn't know they had smacking ones though. I didn't know they had any smacking ones.
Those ones are huge. The smacking ones are, I think, bigger than the whisper ones.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a new generation.
like they
Fucking
put
This
they
is
put on
entertainment.
headphones so that they can't
Weirdos.
hear. Like they put on these headphones so that they can't hear themselves, and then so they'll just have like it'll be silent wherever they're recording at, and all you just hear is them like eating. Like they're not talking, they're not doing anything, they're just eating, and you just hear them smacking, slurping, chewing.
Yeah, it's a lot of like chewy, like slurpy, mushy sounds
Mhm.
more than like lip sounds, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Mhm.
Meashel, are you eating the same thing? Are you guys sharing food, or did you get something else?
So I got a chicken parm sandwich. from the deli nearby with a nice homemade lemonade.
Nice.
Super fancy as you guys, but it
That
smells
wasn't
really
fancy.
good. He makes me. I'm like looking at his wings, like I kind of want to try one of his wings. But I don't know if he shares his food.
He's like, I don't know. sharing is caring though.
Hold on.
Chicken parm is really good.
Don't be a sympathy actor. Don't be a sympathy actor.
New York has the best delis, and I put that down. There's no deli anywhere else that's better, unless it's like a place trying to do a New York deli. I feel like all the sandwiches and things like that, New York does it the best, hands down. There's no argument.
Had a chance to taste our delicacies?
Deli delicacies, yeah. There's this one point in like, was it Greenpoint or something? I forgot where it was, but I had a homie who lived by one. I just needed something to eat, so I went on Yelp and I found it and it had like thousands of reviews, and it was just fire. You can't even like close the sandwich. There's so meat inside it, just kind of like clamshells like that.
Was it turkey? Swiss? What was it?
No, I got an Italian. I went full.
Okay.
I was like, I'm gonna do the thing. I don't know how many calories were in it, but I was like, this is worth everything. So I actually got, and I showed you guys earlier, so I got a meze plate from this place called Dune, and they do Mediterranean food, and they have like the best falafels, and they're really known for having that. So that's
Nice.
but I got fried chicken, so it has fried chicken in it. So there's fried chicken.
Avocado in it too? Is cows in it?
No, that's like some kind of sauce. That's spinach. Okay, so falafels, fried chicken with some kind of sauce. So it's like straight up fried chicken, like Kentucky style. Some pickles, marinated lettuces, some chilies.
Lettuces?
I'm not sure what it's like. It's not coleslaw. Maybe it's kind of like sauerkraut or something. But and then there's hummus, and then they give you like a pita.
That's healthier than our options.
Yeah.
You would think so, but it's fried. It's straight up fried chicken. I mean, I am eating fried chicken. And this thing, it's like as big as my face. We'll see. I want to play this next song. So, Meashel, you picked "Locked On" by Anderson .Paak. He's actually a really good friend of mine. We worked on a lot of music together.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a big statement because he put this one out like earlier. Oh, he put this out on Juneteenth, and it was kind of like at the height of all the protests. Yeah. I mean, they're still ongoing. In LA, there's protests every week. But that was the height of it being like really intense, So it was a big statement. What are your thoughts on the song before I play it?
I think it was right on time. Well, one, I'm a huge fan of Anderson .Paak. I've met him a few times, and I just think he's a wonderful person, like the sweetest guy I probably like ever met. And I love his music and everything. And so when lockdown came out, it was needed, especially during the times that was happening right then and there. And then the depiction of it in the song about the LA protests and everything, like it's just I'm not in LA, but I kind of could visualize with the protests and how LA felt when everything was going on during that time. And I just love the artistry that goes into the song.
All right, let's listen to it. Locked On by Anderson .Paak. Good time to start eating your food too.
I was already eating. I'm sorry.
Oh no, we'll continue to eat and talk. Think of it as dinner conversation.
They opened the fire. Them bullets was flying. Who said it was a lockdown? Goddamn lie. Oh my, time heals all, but you out of time now. Judge gotta watch us from the clock tower. Little tear gas clear the whole place out. I'll be back with the hazmat for the next round. We was trying to protest and the fires broke out. Look out for the secret agents, they be planted in the crowd. Said it's civil unrest, but you sleep so sound like you don't hear the screams when we catching beat down. Staying quiet when they killing niggas, but you speak loud when we ride. Got opinions coming from a place of privilege. Sicker than the COVID, how they did them on the ground. Speaking of the COVID, is it still going around? Won't you tell me about the looting? What's that really all about? Cause they throw away black lives like paper towels plus unemployment rate. What, 40 million now? Killed a man in broad day. Might never see a trial. We just wanna break chains like slaves in the south. Started in the north end, but we in the downtown. Riot cops try to block, now we got a showdown. Down.
I hereby declare this to be an unlawful assembly. And in the name of the people of the state of California,
You should have been downtown. The people are rising.
rude,
We
right?
thought it was a lockdown. They opened the fire.
So good.
Them bullets was flying. Who said
How are the protests in New York?
So I wasn't here when everything was happening. I wasn't in New York. I was home in Maryland, spending time with my family. So I can only talk about the DC protests, which were bad in the very beginning. The looting and everything. But then it became like very peaceful. But because it's like right there by the White House, it kind of just turns into more of a political statement because the president is right there. So it kind of is like difficult trying to do peaceful protests in downtown DC. But I don't know about New York. How was New York during the protest?
Well, I'm not really a protest dude. So every day the news is on and depressing. Woe is me. I was on some, you know what? I'm just gonna get it to myself. I'm sorry, man. I can't take it, man. It's too much. I've been through too much in my life to see more weight on your shoulders. It's like every time I turn around, it's just like more bullshit. More bullshit. So to me, I just left it alone, man. And just heal from my own, and just heal in my own little chambers, man. I'm sorry, that's not into it.
That's interesting. LA was, it was wild out here too, so there was a peak where there was a lot of looting and violence, and LA's big, so it's not protests in one part. It was protests everywhere, on the west side, on the east side, in the middle of it, down south, in the greater LA area, like in Orange County. And the thing is, like, it's so much more than just the looting. It was like a lot of people protesting, and then a lot of like younger kids being like, oh, I could break into Supreme and like steal a bunch of shit, and yet, people are like, what about the damage? This is awful. And it's like, Martin Luther King had said that statement that, writing is the language of the unheard, and it's not saying that it's okay, and it's just saying like you have to wonder why people do stuff like that. And some of it's just chaos, like people don't give a shit. There's like these anarchists going out and just doing it for fun too, but when we look at the entire scope of everything now, all the protests that I've gone to, because I have gone to a few, so peaceful, and just people sharing their stories and people crying, and it's something like real sad. It's powerful and it's emotional, and it's still ongoing. So
Yeah.
I think everyone's allowed to interpret the situation how they want. So if you want to be like, I've already encountered enough in my life and I want to step back and let other people take a hold of it, that's just a choice.
Exactly. That's exactly what I did.
And that's okay. I think it's okay for people to approach it how they want. The people that want to participate will do that, and the ones that can't, you can't judge. You can't like force anyone to do anything. You can make a statement.
My situation been on tilt already, so I came from the hood, came from the ghetto. I seen that shit every day. It's like as I got older, I'm trying to get away from that shit, and it keeps coming back. Can't get away from that shit. So for my own sanity, I'm like, you know what, man? Y'all go do that shit without me, man.
Yeah.
It's too much, man. It's too much.
Yeah. Sometimes this type of stuff is also really triggering, right? If you had a childhood where you dealt with this and it was in such a major way, or you had trauma from maybe like the LA riots or things like that, people are going to interpret how they're capable of doing it, and it's like, people can only do so much. So I was never on the boat that's like, oh, if you're not participating, you're part of the problem. Just the people that were like supportive, but let's say did.
A lot of people did.
Yeah, a lot.
Come on, man. That marching shit ain't gonna get us so far. If you ain't hiring lawyers and getting them up in the spots and helping them pass bills and change some laws, you can walk till your legs fall off, dog.
I understand both sides. I think people are just trying to unify, so whether or not the protests are going to make a really intrinsic change, at least it creates community. So
intrinsic, what does intrinsic mean? I don't even know what that means. I'm sorry, sweetie.
Like, is it going to make is that directly going to make things change? Maybe it won't, but at least it creates community together. And from that, people can start doing more active things that really push the government more. But again, it's like everyone can interpret it the way they can. But I found that people were canceling each other, even though they wanted the same thing. And so they're like, you're, whatever, Black Lives Matters, but then you're not protesting, so you're part of the problem, but you still want the same thing. So people were being quite harsh with each other, and it's like, y'all want the same thing. People are going to try to do their best at the same common goal. You can't like bring people down.
I've been around long enough to see them. They gave Martin Luther King a street, Malcolm X a street, Tito Puente got a street, Marcus Garvey got a street. Now Black Lives Matter got a street. But
Like we need more than just a street.
You need more than that, babe. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They throw your bone. They throw your bone. And then you're supposed to get content in that little area. But like I said, hire some lawyers. And no more civil shit. Go to human rights. Human rights violation. That's what it is. It's not civil
Exactly. 100%. Like when people start politicizing something like this, I think it's a human issue. It's a human issue. It doesn't have to be a political issue. It's just basic human rights. It's completely not.
They missed the whole thing because it diverts you from the actual law. Because Martin Luther King, he marched for civil. That's law. Civil rights is law. They put in the law that about we need this and we need that. Even Steven, okay, cool. But we forgot about human rights, though. No one stepped up, hired some lawyers, say, you know what? That's a violation of human rights. And that goes back to the Constitution when blacks were not considered human. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. Mm-hmm. We were 1/4 quarter human. What the fuck? I'm a mutant. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm special. Yeah, I get it. So you got to fix that. But no one's saying nothing about that though. No one's
That's true.
Everything is civil.
I mean,
and it stopped at civil. After Martin Luther King, it stopped at civil. Now it's like gotta take it up one more notch.
Yeah, there's always like these crazy reactions, and we don't. All of this is happening just this year. It's like there's like murder hornets, and then now there's like
oh my God, yes.
Murder hornets.
No, really?
That was some real shit though. I mean, no, it's still a thing. They're like around, but I think they're not harmful to us, but they're gonna decimate something else like bees or plants. I forgot.
In like Washington State right now, they found some of them already in Washington State, and they're trying to. Last thing I read was they're trying to build something to contain the hornets in that area so they don't spread across the U.S.
U.S. is under attack from so many different angles. I'm just putting illegal fucking insects in the population, illegal this and oh man, you getting beat up over here. Remember all the fucking prejudice shit. It's a distraction, even on the highest level. Y'all distracted. Come on now. Y'all be under attack, man. What the fuck?
I just think it's not over yet in the sense of like, once, because we're still in an election year and with everything going on, depending on how the election goes, it'll be more, riots and stuff. And then once,
more fuckery.
Once the officers in the George Floyd case happen, once they go to trial, that's going to cause more drama. Depending on how the verdict goes, that's going to cause more issues. It's just not going to be over.
If those motherfuckers kill no guilty, oh my fucking God. That's a powder keg ready to happen.
It's just going to get crazier. It's just too much going on in 2020. Like you said, 2020 does suck when you kind of think about it when it comes to those topics. But it's just like the year's not even over yet. We're like about to be in September. We still have to get through the election. Then the trial of the officers. It's just a lot.
I just want the fucking good to outweigh the bad again. Because right now the bad is outweighing the good. We got to get this thing right. We got to get back up to the good outweighing the bad. Come on.
You know what solves everything? Love. If we can just like put that out in the energy, spread that out. I know that sounds like some hippie shit, but honestly, it's just like empathy. It's like empathy for people,
Love is hard because love hurts. People hurt your love. People step on your love and shit on your love, and eat your love and throw it in the garbage. Throw your love all over the fucking place. Just fuck your whole love up. Next thing you know, you don't want love no more. You know, you don't want love. Fuck love.
Damn.
Because after that, your shit gets stepped on and you throw your shit in the garbage. I ain't doing love no more. Love. Rub me
I
down.
can't imagine how your breakup was.
Now it's rub me down. I'm back to rub me down with some gun oil. Now I'm good.
I
I
see.
kind of see what you're saying, though. Like, if we can all just, appreciate each other for our differences.
Appreciation.
If we can
Not
appreciate
just like
each other,
empathy, understand where people are coming from. Mhm.
yeah.
Appreciation is the key word. Men, I'm sorry, ladies, I gotta say this shit. I'm standing up for the men. I'm always gonna stand up for the men because we getting beat the fuck up out here by the women.
No, they're not.
Yes, we are. We do everything for y'all. Y'all, we can be fucked up. Divorce takes everything from me. Anyway, long story short, appreciation. That's all men want. We all easy, easy. If we don't get no appreciation, it's over. It's a wrap. You're gonna have a problem. You're gonna have a fucked up household.
That's true. I think gratitude is the key to a lot of good relationships, friendships too. It's like being like, thank you. Thank you for doing this. It goes both ways too, thank you for making dinner.
Yes.
Thank you for
keeping me up
paying
from work.
for the bill.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for massaging my back. Thank you for giving me that good advice that I listened to and you made it happen. And thank you for sitting on my penis real good. Doing things that other women don't do. Thank you very much. I appreciate you for that.
So he wasn't being appreciated during quarantine.
No. That wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. So you're assuming there go that womany shit. That's not the case. See, I'm a red flag dude. If a woman give me a certain amount of red flags, I'm chopping your titties off. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. This is going in the toilet right along. Ain't going right shit right in your Louis bag. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that. Playing that shit with y'all. Women got high standards about certain shit. They got standards. I don't mess with broke niggas. I don't my hair. I don't fuck with niggas. I don't fuck with that. I don't touch that. Men got to be on some. I don't like your attitude. Ha! Chopping your dick off. That's it. It's over. Fuck out of here. I mean, men got to start doing that. Like, come on, like for real. We put up a lot of shit because the girls, because she look pretty. And she got.
You know what?
She got an inflatable butt. She got her inflatable butt going. She looking pretty and shit. So what? Got your inflatable tits and your inflatable butt with your fucking makeup on, right? You take that shit off. Ta-da! That's who the fuck you was? Red flag. Shit going up. Fired. That's what happened.
This is a perfect segue into the song that you picked called "How Deep Is Your Love" by Keith Sweat.
Oh, nice.
It's classic. That's all.
See? Someone likes the slow jams.
This is my list. I'm playing when I'm gliding. That's all. I ain't picking.
Someone cares about love a little bit though.
No. I'm always listening to slow jam. Slow jam. I gotta slow down a little bit. Keep in mind that the world is not so hard all the time, but it is actually hard as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I'll play some classic food. This is not my normal playlist, but you gave me no choice to pick the joint, right?
This is a good one though. We need some of that.
Oh, you like that, huh?
That's a little talk box.
Huh? Did I hear something right? Did I hear that right? Yeah. I hear something. You said what? Butt plugs. You said what?
What? I said talk box.
Oh, I think it's a hot box.
I'm like, what?
You said what?
You know what though? If you like to plug, that is okay with me. Everyone should do exactly what they want to do. If you want to put something up there, that is okay.
That's some freaky shit. I know what you're talking about. I was like, what? Butt plugs?
Yeah, I'm friends with some porn stars, and they're like, nothing is weird anymore. It's okay. I think everything's fine.
That's what your prerogative do. That's what you do in your household. You do what you want to do. You might
100%.
You might like to get the rug put on your back. You might want to have one leg up in the air, another one to hold your Gucci bag, and then you have your wine in one hand, and then have your tiara on the head, and you might want to have the refrigerator door open with the you know, with some ice in the tray. I don't know. You might have all that.
Yo,
together.
you have a wild imagination. Are you speaking from experience? Have you done that before?
No. I'm
You
just
should
saying.
do that with the next girl if she's
I've
down.
been-
No,
no,
if she's down to do that, or she wants that, then you know you found true love.
No. I'm just saying. I'm just saying because you know sometimes women are so fucking picky. I'm just saying.
I mean, you may make it through quarantine. We may have a second wave come the fall. So
Sweet, let me tell you something. I did 3 years without having one woman around me. So I can go for a pretty long time without having a woman. And I ain't afraid to be by myself and, you know, get into my own groove and still be creative. You know.
Yeah, I think it's like it could be really empowering just being by yourself. People are always trying to find. People are really lonely right now during quarantine, so everyone's trying to date.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely
Yeah.
lonely. Loneliness is definitely
well, because it's like you can't see anyone, you can't talk to anyone. Well, physically, like going out. So it's like a lot of people are battling being lonely or depressed because they can't do anything. So a lot of people are looking for love during quarantine.
called quarantine love, right?
Mhm.
Someone to keep them company.
Yeah. Then
What about you? Do you have anyone keeping you company, Michelle?
Yeah,
I do. I have a
I was
boyfriend.
about to ask you, right?
Yeah, I have a boyfriend.
Start getting on my nerves. I don't like that piggy toe. Your piggy toe is getting on my fucking nerves. Get that shit out of here.
Oh man,
I mean,
Wild
quarantine
times.
did show me that I'm very particular, with things in my home. So I've noticed that I'm getting annoyed if my towels aren't put the way that
See what I'm saying?
they were supposed
You
to
see
be.
what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Like if you wash your hands and you don't put the towel back the way that you found it, that kind of is agitating me during quarantine. I feel like that's very small, but it's bothering me.
You see that? I'm talking about the towel's moving. See? That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, this is the time that will teach you about all the people that you're with. Even people that are roommates right now. It's like you're stuck with them a lot.
Yo,
Yeah.
it's a fucked up shit. Yeah, it's fucked up.
You're gonna really know people inside out and the things that you don't want to know.
All day long.
All day fucking breathing. I don't hear you breathing too fucking loud over there. You drag your feet on the fucking floor. You just noticing that. Something. Leaving hair in the sink.
Oh, that annoys me. Hair-
Oh no, yeah, no hair in the sink. No.
that annoys
It's
me.
it's little shit fuck, I think I've been living by myself too long. That's what it be, I think, too.
You should get exactly what you want. No one should lower their standards. If you deserve a type of person, that's exactly what you should get.
Now you're talking like a champion. See? Champion status.
Man.
Now, when men
It
do that,
is-
though, conceited though. Women can get away with that all day. Men, you conceited. You think you on that? Oh, Scooby. Yeah.
I mean, let's see. Oh, apparently there's a really crazy story where you guys almost died. 3 of you guys almost died. I want to talk about this.
No, we ain't almost died. We had accidents on vacation, and it got crazy. Whereas the parasailing accident happened. Rizzo almost drowned. Got caught up in the in the wires in the parachute. Giant came down in the water. Couldn't untangle him. He was almost gone for a minute. And he came up spitting up water and shit. Got scared.
Wow.
Then couple of scooter. Me and Raekwon crashed into scooters. I almost clipped him.
Yikes.
He jumped off the bike on time, right on time, landed on his feet like a cat with 9 lives, like he was Spider-Man or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Then me again, fucking with Master Killer, banged into him on the jet ski. He almost flipped to the ocean and almost, he thought he was going down for a minute, but he had his life vest on. He's like, you out there in the middle of the ocean. That one little, oh shit, sharks. That one of those moments. So, but it didn't get too crazy.
That's all from one trip?
Yeah, no, this is different.
That would've been crazy.
This is a different situation. The one with me and Master Killer happened in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and the other one with RZA was in Hawaii. That was when we did Wu-Tang Forever album and shit.
Man.
So,
So I have a story because I've seen y'all play like a bunch. So not to be weird, but like for me, Wu-Tang is like my favorite band group ever. You know, like imagine me like some like 11-year-old little Asian girl that was just like listening to 36 Chambers. So, you know, it's always been it's a wild like image to have, but that's what I really liked. You know, I liked listening to East Coast rap more than West Coast rap, even though I grew up in LA when I was younger. Though I hope no one watching will judge me for that. But so like I remember I was at Rock the Bells. So one year at Rock the Bells, it's really, really hot where they do that festival. And so like I guess you guys were performing. It was really hot, and it was so hot that I got stuck in the front. And I think I actually ended up passing out and having to go to the medic tent. And that's my emergency Wu-Tang story.
You had a lovely time. Beautiful.
It was a good moment. And then they gave me a bottle of water. I got back up and went straight back in again. So that's my story.
Let me tell you something. Our fans, let me tell you, Wu-Tang fans are some tough motherfuckers. I think we had some of the most toughest fucking people in the world as Wu-Tang fans. You know, I'm not judging anybody else's fans. But Wu-Tang fans. What's
an example of something tough that you've seen people do?
Oh, I seen some tough shit. I seen a lot of tough shit. I seen a dude grab my hat. One of the dudes that grabbed my hat was a fan, but he grabbed my hat. He wasn't supposed to snatch my hat off my head. He snatched my hat off my head. Other dude was like, "Yo, you got, I got you." Punched him in the face. Took his hat. Gave my hat back.
That's wild.
That's what I'm saying. You got some hardcore motherfuckers, man. You know what I mean?
Imagine just having like millions of bodyguards now. You're just safe. You're safe anywhere now.
You ain't never safe like that, sweetie. Don't give a fuck. Anybody?
I guess so.
You know, that's a figment of your imagination. You think you're safe.
That's pretty rude, though. Someone stealing your hat.
I had dudes try to snatch my ring off my finger. You know, giving pounds and all that shit. People are, you know, they out there. You know, they ain't got. You know, people don't have certain things in life, so they wanted a piece of memorabilia or something. They thought they can get away with it. They tried.
So they're gonna rob their idol. So they're gonna go in straight.
They go buy something stupid.
Steal your shit.
Just think about you go steal some shit and go buy something stupid with it.
Man. No respect, man.
Nah, ain't about
stealing people's stuff is pretty rude though. They're just like out there grabbing you.
I grew up in a project, sweetie. Motherfuckers was getting robbed all the time. So it's like I'm respecting robberies. So like, yo.
There's something where it's a blind robbery, but if it's like your fan is like, "Oh my god, you gotta love you," and then steals your hat, that's kind of weird, you know? It's like,
it was
what?
Weird. That got me upset. And Duke said, "Yo, I'll get you." Punched him right in the face. Give me shit back. Gave me my hat back. I started laughing. Oh, yeah. I was like, "Oh shit, okay." He couldn't say nothing either because everybody saw him take my shit. Everybody saw it. I'm on the front line signing autograph. You know, you walk down the line, you sign autograph, sign autograph. Yo, you got what the fuck, man? Give my hat back. Where God?
Did he remember that he stole your hat after he got punched?
I don't know. I just left. I ain't trying to stay around and see what's going on.
Yeah, you just got your hat back. You're like, I'm going back to the bus. I'm going back to the green room.
That's my girl. See, back to the bus. Exactly.
I would have stayed.
That's between everyone else. Let's play this next track. So, Meashel, you picked this track called "What's Poppin'" by Jack Harlow, and this just came out.
Yeah, the remix.
Ooh, and you know what?
Not to be how much time I got left, sweetie?
We got to like 4:30, as much as you want, or as little as you want.
I can't stay that long because my transportation is gonna get cut off at a certain time.
Okay, all right. You know what?
Kind of like really, I don't want to cut you in half. You know.
It's all good. You know what? This show is on Twitch. We can end it as early as you want. So you know what? How about this? I'm gonna say thank you, and I'm super grateful.
No, I'm not ending it now. But
okay,
it's 7:05 right now, right?
All right.
I got to 8 o'clock to do where I got to go.
Oh, we're gonna end way before that.
Okay, I just want to know.
No, I'm gonna hold you hostage, even though I'm on the other side of the country, and I'm not gonna let you leave, even though you can just turn off your laptop. No, I'm just
Ooh.
kidding.
I love it.
Um,
I like controlling women. Thank you.
I can tell. I can tell now.
Thank you.
And I just flew back from LA on the jet yesterday. I go back and forth like I play tennis. I fuck with your hoe, yeah, I feel for it. Still on the billboard, the number.
Wait, so you got what are your thoughts on modern rap? Do you listen to stuff that's out right now?
Well, right now, I pop my head up for a minute, and then I go back down because I don't want to get influenced or sound like nobody. I don't like to sound like nobody. It's usually, if you listen to somebody long enough, you start picking up their essence a little bit. You know what I mean? As an artist, so I try to kind of chill on like experience. But I pop my head and see what's going on. And little mans and them's coming. They coming with it. They be coming with this new era style of music. I like it. You know?
Yeah. Which actually reminds me, so your son and a bunch of other Wu-Tang members, kids, they started a new, like, second generation of Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, they doing their thing.
How do you feel about that? That's kind of, I mean, I think it's kind of cute, but then, I mean, as a dad, I'm sure you look at it differently. What do you think?
I look at it differently. I don't want my son rapping. I ain't want to rap, but he wants to rap, so I'm with whatever. You know, I think this music stuff is like a little rough, you know, in different type of sport form. But if he wants to do it, let him do it. I'm gonna let him do it. He can do what he want to do. But I really want him to be something, you know, like I need a lawyer in the family. I need a doctor in the family. You know, I need something.
You're sounding like an Asian parent, because that's what my mom used to say. I need a lawyer. I need an engineer. I need a doctor. Or, you know.
I'll tell you something, because that's real shit. When you get older, you start realizing, because you got to deal with outside influences that might not have your best interest. Why not have your own family members play that part? That have your best interests. And that's the fucking problem. I got to go out here and deal with people I don't even fucking know and trust them with business in hopes to God I don't catch them and kill them and throw them in the back of my trunk some fucking goddamn where. Yeah. That's the fucking problem. That's the problem. And that's the problem I got to go through. So I'm trying my best, because in this world, this music world, niggas is softer than baby shit. And the world I come from, it's totally, the rules don't apply.
Yeah.
I got to deal with that essence of the world. And it's fucking annoying. Because I can't stole on them. I can't punch nobody in the face no more. I can't do the shit I used to do to get my respect no more. Can't do it. You know
yeah, times have changed.
I got to fall back. I got to get my lawyers on them. Or I got to call the security team. You know what I mean? Because dudes soon as I know, oh, my jaw broke. I need $1 million. Oh, I fell on the floor. I chipped my tooth. I need $1 million. Every fucking time you turn around, you niggas need $1 million of some shit. So,
you know what's great is there's no inflation. It's been like everyone's wanted $1 million since like the 70s, and it's like no one's asking for 2 million. It stayed the same. Everyone always just wants 1 million, even though there's inflation. No one's like, I want like 1,230,000.
Because people leave with the mindset, all I need is a good million and I'll be okay.
Hell
I'll
no.
be set.
Nope, you gotta pay taxes, which is gonna chop that down to $650, and then after that, you're gonna have to buy something. Then after that, it's gone.
I was watching this documentary about cocaine, and they're saying how the price of like a gram hasn't changed since the 80s. For 30 years, like a gram might be like somewhere around 100, and it's never gone up since then. And it's always been exactly the same.
Whoa.
I wonder why.
Back when I was growing up, it was not $100 a gram. Let's get something straight. The lowest I ever saw it for was $15 a gram. That was New York City.
For Coke?
Yes, in 88, 89, 90, it was $15, $16 a gram. Then all of a sudden, the shortage happened, you know, because it was too much on the streets, I guess. Then it jumped up to $20, maybe $25 Grizzy. Now, I have no idea. It's been about 25, 34 years before I even seen some of that shit or been around that shit. I don't know what it looks like. I can look at it like, what the fuck is that? You know, I don't know what the fuck. It completely deleted from my memory bank. So I couldn't tell you, but in the heyday days, that was the price you was getting it back in those days.
Yeah, maybe I have the numbers a little wrong, but they're just saying, I think the general rule is whatever the price was is similar to what it is now, but it also could be Depends. Like maybe you got like a hookup, but if you're like some basic person in Beverly Hills, you're gonna whatever the price that the general public is getting apparently hasn't changed very much. That's just what they were trying to say.
Well,
So I thought
I
that
know, I know back when I was growing up, it was too much on the streets, and you know we have oversaturation of things. The price goes down.
yeah, economics.
Yeah, economics. Now I have no idea. I don't deal with that shit. I don't ever want to see that shit again in my fucking life. That shit ruined massive amounts of people's lives.
It did.
That was an era.
Yeah,
It was a horrible era. That was like the pandemic, right? We're going through right now, but in a different way. It's always some weird shit jumping off. Like first, you know, the drugs and hurricanes, and then the blackouts, and then riots, and it's always some drama, you know. And that was the era. Era's over.
Now we're in the opioid epidemic.
I wouldn't even know what that shit even. What was the name of that shit called? Methanol.
Fentanyl. Yeah, fentanyl is the one that's killing tons of people
I have
because you
seen.
just need a super tiny amount of it.
And why would you want to do that dumb shit? You want to die? Why don't you just swan dive in the casket? Just don't swan casket.
I know in many cases it's like people looking for straight heroin, or what they're doing is, you know, let's say someone wants a Vicodin or an Oxycontin. There's fake versions, even fake Xanax. So people are manufacturing fake Xanax pills that look just like the tablet that says the numbers or says the letters on it, but they're putting fentanyl into that. They're putting fentanyl into everything. They've even
Wow.
they're putting fentanyl into cocaine.
Man,
You know, that like, and people are dying that way too.
Mm-hmm.
oh my God, see, can't do it, man.
Yeah, it's risky business.
I got enough scars already. I got enough war wounds from that era. I don't want to keep that away. Stay away from me.
Yeah.
My babies, I pray to me and my babies to get away from all that, and hope your babies and your family members stay away from that shit. Don't get street poisoned. You know, that's what I be talking about when I say in my book, street poison. That's what I mean.
100%.
Get just introduce stupid shit like that and put that into your life and let that ruin your shit. You go down a toilet and swirling down a toilet and getting all types of can't get off that shit.
Well, let's move to more positive
Yes.
positive subjects, because we are in a situation now in this society where we need more positive news. So I actually want to play this song that you picked, "I've Got So Much to Give" by Barry White.
Oh,
This is a
You
really
took
good
way
pick.
back with your choices.
yeah. I saw y'all was on some cool out shit. I'm not trying, you know. I'm some cool out shit. Come to my crib. I got the paint out. I got bottles popping. I got fluffy couches. You know,
Fluffy couches.
got fluffy couches. I got nice towels. You know, shower work. Refrigerator. You know, my massage game is real moist. You know.
This is all quarantine baby making music that you picked, by the way.
I'm trying to give you the massage too.
Nah. There ain't no baby making music. That's pound pussy. I pound the pussy. That's great. Baby making music.
Called the Sexy Times.
Very White is definitely baby making.
Well, I share the same octave with Barry. You hear me? Yeah, it's a bit. Sometimes you feel like you just want to kick your feet up and maybe massage them toes, and you sit back.
Open the refrigerator door. Was that that was the thing?
The door, slam some chopped meat in your mouth. How'd that taste, baby? How'd that taste for you?
Isn't it normally like fruit, not chopped meat?
Well, all right, avocados on your back.
Not avocados, like strawberries. And
Massage.
stuff.
Fuck strawberries. See? Avocados on you.
It should be like a fruit. It should be strawberries.
Turn you into human avocado toast.
That's that
Massage on your
romantic.
back.
That's the TV painting.
With whipped cream.
That's the TV painting the picture. I'm doing hood style, baby. Hood.
Avocados is good?
No, I'm just saying. I'm applying the situation. When I say hood, that means I'm trying to get the best for the least amount. You know what I'm saying?
The hustler's mentality.
Like when I went on, I went on Instagram and I made my hood, French toast. He was like, "Oh, my French toast, I can add on this and that." I said, "No. You meant the whole situation when I did the hood French toast is that you trying to make French toast with the bare minimum: butter, bread, and cinnamon. That's it. That's what you can afford when you're in the hood, baby." So you take that into consideration when you see that little video I posted up on there. Anything I talk about hood, that's what I mean. You're making it with the least ingredients that you can afford. That should make that's like $3 I can have a meal. $4 I can make a meal, but it's lovely. It's cinnamon. It's mini. Real cinnamon.
Sounds delicious. It sounds also like efficient, you know, like you get the most for the least. I like that. That's also like,
Yeah.
I try. That's what I'm saying. That's what I be trying to do when I say I'm doing some hood shit. You know, people can't afford certain things in the hood, so
yeah.
you know, and I'm gonna, you know, probably give you that recipe, beans and rice, you know, with some, you know, just sweet corn in there, all that fly shit, you know, doing how you do.
100%.
Jazz it all up and make it real swirly. Like, oh damn, this shit tastes like it came from the restaurant, nigga. Yeah, that's right. $3 though.
A friend of mine, he's a chef, and he kind of popularized the idea of like Korean Mexican fusion, like street tacos and food trucks. So his name is Roy Choi, and he's all about making like things that are not super complicated for the people. So he has this video of him making like cup ramen. It's just like regular cup ramen, but putting in a pat of butter, and then it like changes it. It's like a French technique, but all he did is like take cup ramen and put like a tap of butter in it, and it essentially like makes it like fancier or more like elevated. But that's all it was, you know, nothing too crazy, just like easy food for people that just want something simple but tasty, like, you know.
Right, that's
Instead of toast, you got cinnamon toast, you know. Instead of ramen, you got like ramen with like a little bit of butter. And I know it sounds really simple, but when you watch him make it, it looks really good.
Nice. Gotta catch it.
Exactly. Well, you know, it's almost time for me to boogie. I'm gonna let you know that, man. I don't want to.
Yeah, of course. No, it's all good. So this is the last one. So now we'll end it. I want to say thank you, you God. Thank you, Meashel, for joining me. It's been a lot of fun. I learned a lot of things today, and we got to listen to some really good music. So for everyone watching, I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Next week, my guests are Roy Choi and Dumbfounded. So until then, bye.
Oh shit. Peace, love.